The Eswatini king, Mswati III, is in Uganda for a state visit. The Ngwenyama, king of Eswatini, His Majesty Mswati III, who is on a state visit to Uganda, spent his second day, that is Thursday, 15th August, in Busoga Kingdom, visiting and appreciating culture and several key development initiatives. His Majesty, flanked by his wife, Queen Nkositaki Lamashwama, and a high-level delegation from the Kingdom of Eswatini, visited the Kingdom of Busoga and was welcomed by the Kyabazinga, His Royal Majesty William Wilberforce Kadumbula Gabulana Diop IV, and Queen Jovia Motesi, and the Katukiro, that is Prime Minister of Busoga, Dr. Joseph Muvawalan Sekere. Other dignitaries that welcomed the king included the first Deputy Prime Minister and the Minister of East African Affairs, Right Honorable Rebecca Alitwala Kadaga, the Minister for Presidency, Honorable Babirie Mile Babalanda, the Minister of Works and Transport, General Edward Katumba Wamala, the Minister of General Duties, the Office of the Prime Minister, Right Honorable Justin Kasure Lumumba, and among others. In his words, King Eswatini, after holding fruitful discussion with his host to further strengthen their relationship, said, "We would like to thank that our coming here is also to strengthen cooperations, to build ties between ourselves, because as member of African Union, which is in dire need of improving lives of our people, our obligation is to work together through several areas of cooperations. We are here to look at possible opportunities on both sides of the two kingdoms and track together."
A culture that you have prepared for us. And we would like to say that our coming here is also to strengthen cooperation, to build ties between ourselves, to identify what kind of cooperation, because as members of the African Union, which is in dying need of improving lives for our people, our obligation is to work together to identify areas of cooperation. We are here to look at the opportunities. We are promoting that on both sides of the two countries and the kingdoms. We should promote entrepreneurs to look at the opportunities on both sides.
I'm very happy on behalf of the people of the Kingdom of Eswatini to be here to pay visit. I'm happy that when I come here to see the king, we are well received by all of you and you are showing us culture of Busoga Kingdom. When the king came to the Kingdom of Eswatini, we also showed him a little bit of our culture of what Eswatini is, and he told me that he was so happy to see that. I was myself looking forward to coming and seeing this particular culture that you have prepared for us. His Majesty noted, after witnessing different cultural norms and their meanings. King Eswatini also thanked President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni for the invitation to come for a state visit, which he said would go a long way in furthering good relationship between Uganda and Eswatini. He said, "I'm very happy to come here and be received by His Majesty the King, the Kyabazinga, and his delegation. Thank you very much for the hospitality and the warm reception. We really enjoyed our stay here, and we will take many happy memories of this place. On the other hand, His Majesty Eswatini called upon their subjects on both sides to always welcome and appreciate rain as a blessing to prosperity, but not a disturbance to such ceremonies. At the same function, His Majesty Mswati gifted land to the Kyabazinga in Eswatini to keep the cattle he was given last month upon his maiden visit. When the king visited us, I gave him a gift of Eswatini cows to strengthen our brotherhood. But when I come to Busoga, I realized he's coming from very far away. So I invited him to Eswatini so that I can get him land to keep his cattle, he said. Wow. On his part, the Kyabazinga of Busoga, His Royal Majesty William Wilberforce Kadumbula Nadiope, welcomed his guests and royal family of Eswatini Kingdom at Igenge Palace and conveyed greetings of the people of Busoga. He also expressed gratitude to the President of Uganda, President Yoweri Museveni, for creating a strong bond between Eswatini and Uganda. In his word, he said, "Today is a special day in the history of Busoga as we continue to strengthen our relationship with the mighty kingdom of Eswatini through embracing unity of purpose, brotherhood, safeguarding the present and future generation through promoting our culture and heritage." I thank the President of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Museveni, for establishing a strong bilateral relations between our two countries, Uganda and the Kingdom of Eswatini, from which we can tap important brotherly and cultural relationship that have got great potential of uniting us as Africans and for the development of our people. In a special way, he commended the Eswatini of the Eswatini king for honoring his invitation short notice to attend the Grand Busoga royal wedding in 2024 November by sending a 10-man powerful delegation to represent him. This was led by Eswatini Princess Scarlett Dlamini and Basile Dlamini, both sons of King Mswati III. In the same vein, the Kyabazinga thanked King Mswati for the hospitality during their 4-day official visit to the Kingdom of Eswatini in July 2024, where he attended esteemed Ngwenyama Cup Gala, also known as King's Cup, a prominent annual football competition in Eswatini land. Your Majesty, the people of Busoga, whom I lead, have great admiration and good wishes for your kingdom, and in particular, your exemplary and steadfast leadership that has preserved the original African culture and heritage. The Kyabazinga stated, adding that the two kingdoms have a lot in common, like having predominantly young population, the respect and love for culture and heritage, reliance on agriculture, tourism, and a lot more, but also diversity, which gives greater meaning to brotherhood, which has culminated into opportunities that the two kingdoms shall pursue, having joint development programs through unity of purpose.
You are most welcome to Busoga Kingdom. We are privileged to host you today and the royal family of the Eswatini Kingdom at Igenge Royal Palace. I convey greetings
for my beloved people of Busoga Kingdom. And today is a special day in the history of Busoga as we continue to strengthen our relationship with the mighty kingdom of Eswatini.
The first Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of East African Affairs, Right Honorable Rebecca Kadaga Litwala, appreciated the King Mswati for appreciating to visit Uganda and the Busoga Kingdom in particular. She said, "We thank our King, the Kyabazinga of Busoga, for building bridge and visiting Eswatini. We thank you, King Mswati, for hosting him, because this was the beginning of our long journey, which we hope will be fruitful one day, one and long relationship between the people of Busoga and the kingdom of Eswatini," Right Honorable Rebecca Kadaga asserted. The ceremony was also graced by the member of the royal family of the kingdom of Eswatini and Kyabazinga Busoga, member of Chiefs Royal Council comprising of the chiefs from 11 chiefdom of Kyabazinga Busoga clan leaders, member of parliament, service chiefs, political leaders, civil servants, among others. After visiting the gang, His Majesty and his delegation paid a courtesy visit to Kira Motors Corporation and was taken on a guided tour by the corporation's chief executive officer, Mr. Paul Isaac Musasizi, to witness what happens at East African first state of the art manufacturing plant for electric cars. His Majesty was so happy to learn of the project of this magnitude being undertaken in Africa that is 100% owned, driven, and operated by Africans using the latest technology. He also assured Ugandans of a ready market for electric buses in Eswatini. The King's visit to Kira vehicle plant located at Jinja Industrial and Business Park comes at a time when Kira Motors Corporation just delivered a batch of 8-meter Kayula electrical vehicle EVS buses, bringing the total stock of electric buses produced in Uganda to 15.
A good thing which I saw in that factory is that the factory is actually being built and managed by Ugandans themselves, and they are the ones who are in the forefront. So we are looking forward that in cooperation in some of these areas, looking at that bus or that factory which is there, we are here to say that we can work together, because when you manufacture buses like this, we look that you not only supply the market here in Uganda, but as well as the whole of Africa. And we put Eswatini as the location for distribution of these buses.
King Mswati also welcomed a proposal for a partnership between Uganda and Eswatini towards localizing the manufacture of vehicles components by African nations to make Africa a global automotive hub. While at the plant, His Majesty planted a tree as a show of commitment towards environmental sustainability. His Majesty arrived in Uganda on Wednesday for a 3-day state visit at the invitation of His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, which marks a significant milestone in the diplomatic engagement between Uganda and Eswatini. That's all for today. Kindly subscribe, like, and share. Don't forget to leave us a comment, and don't forget to share.